Hey there, and welcome back to another video from Withdrawals with Kirsten. This one is going to highlight our recent cruise along the Princess Cruise Line to Alaska. We sailed out of Vancouver, Canada, and went on the Ruby Princess, which you see here in the picture. We left Vancouver and we went up to Skagway and Juneau and Ketchikan and had the best time. So as we are walking into the Ruby Princess, this is the main lobby that you see when you are there. Lots of things to see and to take in, and we will get into a little bit of all the things that you can do. But I'd love it if you would subscribe to my channel, if you would like the video, comment, share, whatever suits you, I would appreciate it. So we went this last June of 2024, and we were on here on the Ruby Princess. So I want to start here with a couple of the staterooms. We had two staterooms. This one was actually an aft-facing balcony, which I'll show you the interior in a moment, but wanted to show you how Princess is able to utilize technology that you are wearing, like a band, a wristband that it knows when you are coming up and automatically unlocks your door. So here is an inside stateroom, which we had three people in this room, three teenagers, and they were just fine in here. You'll see that there are the two twin beds on the sides, and then up above there are two other twin beds that fold down over the top of it, making it like two bunk beds. There is a desk here that you could sit at if you needed to. When we were on this cruise, my kids were actually taking some summer school college courses, and so they were doing those right there at that desk while we were there. There is plenty of closet space, and also here is the bathroom for the inside stateroom. Everything that you need, and some space for a little bit of storage and things to kind of set off to the side to kind of keep out of your way while you are on your cruise. Here back is the aft-facing balcony. So this balcony was right off of the rear of the ship, which was absolutely amazing and had some of the best views that we could have asked for along this cruise to Alaska. So you'll see here, it is in a king-size bed, and if necessary, that can be separated as well. But it is a king-size bed. You'll see that TV on the wall and the balcony. There's a desk here as well. Plenty of space to get ready. There's plenty of space to store all of your luggage and whatnot as you are here on the cruise. There was plenty of space to hang things up. There was plenty of hangers to be able to hang things up, and even a little closet, which included the safe, and there were shelves that you could put all of your items on there as well. All of the staterooms also had laundry bags and laundry service if you wanted to send things off to be serviced while you were on the cruise. Here is the restroom. It looks very similar to the inside stateroom. The sizing is about the same. It was plenty tall. We have people over 6 foot in our family, and they were able to utilize the shower just fine as well. So here, as we are walking back off of the balcony, this was on the day that we were leaving. So this is Vancouver, Canada in the background, but you'll see we are right off of the edge. There was nothing else beside us. So we had views off of that side and then all the way to the back. And it was just a very awesome balcony to have, especially for the Alaska cruise, because of all of the things that you can see while you are on the ship. You can see over there are other aft-facing balconies as well, and we were actually on one of the top decks that had guests on it, so we were way up at the top. So what you see here is actually the Princess app. So regardless of the cruise that you are on with Princess, you have access to this app, which you have the medallion, which is the little bracelet device, or you can put it in a necklace, or you can put it on a lanyard, whatever works best for you. But then they link together, and here is the app that you would have on your phone. You can see here, there are just some samples of what you can order for your room to have room service. You can also see everything that is going to be available for that day. Each day the schedule is listed on there of different activities that are all over the ship. It will tell you what time you are going to be in port, what time you need to be back from port. It talks about if there are trivia games to play, if there are bingo games to play, if there are classes that you can take. Some things can be paid for additional. on the ship, and some things are included. So of course, with cruises, most of your food is going to be included in the cost. So in addition to the buffet that you would have access to for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, there are also restaurants out on the pool deck. This is one of them, the Salty Dog Grill, that you could go up and get burgers, hot dogs, those kinds of things while you are out enjoying the pool deck. I know when you're thinking of Alaska, you think it's going to be chilly, but our weather was perfect for late June. We had wonderful weather the entire time. It wasn't too bad sitting out on the pool deck. This is the pizza location where you can get pizza by the slice. All of this is included as well. And then as it pans over, you're also going to see the ice cream counter, which is actually, you could get your ice cream. The ice cream that is included, you could go up and ask for like an ice cream cone where you could get vanilla, chocolate swirl. They also had additional specialty ice creams, which were for extra cost, unless you had the like specialty packages, which included one of the gourmet ice creams each day. So here is the sandwich bar that is located on one of the decks where you could go at any point. These foods were included in the cost of the cruise as well, that you could go get sandwiches, some pastries, coffee, things like that. There was always a plethora of options for food, the costs that were included, and then there were some specialty items that you could always add on if you wished. You can see that they have some cakes and other pastries, breads, and things like that. You can even order cakes to have delivered to your stateroom. If you are celebrating something, those do come at an extra cost. Each night you had dining options. There were 3 restaurants that you could go to. You could go to any of them any time that you wanted. So you didn't necessarily have to have a reservation time. If you didn't have reservations, you would sometimes have to wait for seating. But this is just an example of some of the food items that we had available to us. There was always bread service. There are items for younger that aren't necessarily adventurous eaters. There are options for more gourmet eaters. They kind of have a little bit of everything regarding what you are interested in. There was also plenty of desserts. With my family of 5, we typically tried to order all different desserts that we all had a chance to kind of swap each other and taste different things. Right there that you saw was actually baked Alaska. That is a fruit crumble, and of course specialty coffees. They do also include specialty dining. If you happen to buy the internet and drink package on these cruise ships, you have the opportunity to go to specialty dining included with that as well. And that is what we did. I needed the internet package for recording all of these videos and getting everything done. And so my husband and I were able to go to specialty dining. This is the Crown Grill on the Ruby Princess. It was more of a steakhouse and it was absolutely delicious. You can see the surf and turf there was very, very good. They take very good care of you in those specialty dining restaurants as well. We had a wonderful experience there. We also had a wonderful experience in an Italian restaurant as well while we were on our cruise. Obviously the desserts there, the specialty coffees to end your wonderful meal as well. We definitely left fed and happy. There are always extra activities. Here you are going to get a little glimpse at the kids clubs that are on there. So they have kids clubs for all ages. They have the younger kids club, then they have kind of like a teen tween club, and then they have the older teen club, and the kind of teen tween club and the older teen club were kind of connected together, which is what you're going to see here. They did have them separated during the cruise, but this was during the open time where everyone could tour the ship and see all that the ship had to offer. So that is going from like the tween club to more of the teen club. So you're going to see some of the same things. On our cruise particularly, there were actually 180 teenagers that were on the cruise, which was great for us. I'm not sure about the younger kids since I have all teenagers, but in the teen club, the tween and teen club, there was 180 of those kids. So here is an example of some of the activities that they had for families. These are my kids up there getting ready to drop their egg drop. We had an egg that we were given, and you could utilize anything on the ship or anything that you had with you to create a little protection for the egg. We completely failed. When we compared what we had available to what other people used, there was some pretty ingenious ways and tactics to keep your egg from breaking. So that was a fun activity for our whole family. Up on the top deck was also a miniature golf course where you could play miniature golf. There was also shuffleboard and some other activities up there as well. You'll see kind of off to the side, there's like a bench. That's where all of the materials were located, where you could get your golf club, golf balls, the shuffleboard, pucks and handles and everything that you need to participate in those activities. There was also here a basketball court, and you can see a couple of my kids playing pickleball. And there were times where the pickleball was set up for pickleball, and then there were times where it was more geared towards playing basketball. So they had that for all ages and activities. Anybody could participate. Here on Princess, they love to show their art, and they have art galleries on their ships as well. You can also participate in art auctions while you are on the cruise ship. So all of these pieces of artwork were going to be up for auction. This particular day was a day that the auction was going to happen, so we just kind of walked through, kind of see what all there was to offer, and there was quite a bit. It was quite detailed. There were lots of paintings and other types of artwork to look at, to take in, that you could bid on, and everything in between. So they love showing off their art. They had some fabulous pieces, very interesting pieces that you don't necessarily see anywhere else. So this is just a glimpse of a little bit of the art. It just seemed to go on and on. You kind of wound your way around. And to kind of finish up like our quick tour of the ship here, this was the final night. It was an 80s theme party that was taking place right in the middle of the ship, kind of in the main section. Hope you enjoyed this kind of quick overview of the Ruby Princess and our cruise to Alaska. I'm sure we will have some more content for you soon, so please tune in. Thanks.